are you going?
Sean, I didn't mean to wake you up. Go back to sleep.
No, come here. I can't tell you what last night meant to me. I was afraid that I dreamt the whole thing. I didn't, did I?
No.
You know what that means now, don't you? We're really married. I'm finally really your husband. Do you know how happy that makes me?
Kirk, I can't.
Good morning, Tony.
Morning, Mason.
Not running for re-election again already, are you?
What do you mean?
I didn't think the DA got up this early unless it was to impress his constituency. Come on in.
Mason, I'm here because we got a ruling on your petition.
Custody petition.
Yes, it seems that you had more than just a passing interest in it.
Brandon is my nephew.
Yes, and I thought that perhaps you'd like to be one of the first to know after the decision came down. Gina Capwell is going to retain custody.
What? That's insane. Gina's the definition of an unfit parent. I don't see how I could have made a better case for Brandon to be kept permanently out of her care.
Well, don't talk to me, Mason. Talk to Judge Hancock. It seems there was a technicality.
What technicality?
You'll have to ask him.
Damn it. Tony, I had her. She's left the state with the boy since I filed those papers. I could have her arrested for kidnapping. She'd never be allowed to go near the boy again.
She's out of the state with the boy?
Yeah, I have no idea where she's headed. Cruz is out looking for her.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm afraid that Cruz isn't going to be able to do anything even if he does find her in light of that hearing and the ruling that came down. The woman has every right to take the boy everywhere she wants, as long as it can be shown that she's not endangering him.
Yeah, I know that. Better get hold of Cruz, let him know what the situation is.
Yes, I'd say so. He comes up to this woman with a pair of handcuffs. She's going to file her own complaint faster than you can say false arrest. That is a headache that Cruz doesn't need.
Problem is, I have no idea how to locate Cruz just now.
Well, Mason, I'd say you better make some phone calls.
I will. I have to find Cruz before he finds Gina.
I want to go with you. It's just for a little while. Marcel's an old friend of mine. She's nice. Don't you think she's nice?
I guess.
You can go into her dressing room after the show. There's a TV in there and all kinds of video games. We've got your bag of books here and we can tell her what your favorite stories are and she'll read them to you.
When are you coming back?
Just as soon as I find a place for us to live. I'll call you this afternoon and tell you if I'm having any luck.
Why can't I help you look?
I just think it'll be faster if I go by myself. I can get more done. You can understand that, can't you?
I guess.
Okay, I'm going to take you backstage and show you where to wait for Marcel. I'll introduce you to a stagehand, and he can show you how to run the ropes for the curtain. It'll be exciting.
What are you doing?
There was no mirror in the restaurant.
What do you mean there was no mirror? We're stopping at one of the finest gas stations.
Never mind, I don't want to look at myself. Look as bad as I feel.
You look fine. In fact, I've been wondering how come you do look so fine, considering that you got no sleep.
I think that's what you call a little white lie. But thanks.
You want to stop for some coffee? There's a place up ahead.
No, not for me, thanks. If you want to stop, it's all right.
No, that's cool. Really make time. I called and told the Vegas police to keep a lookout for Gina. I just assumed we'd find her first.
700, this is Unit 16, Las Vegas. Please respond.
700 responding. This is Castillo. Go ahead.
Been trying to reach you, Castillo, but I guess you were out of range. That lady you're looking for, Gina Capwell, she's been seen at the Las Vegas airport.
When?
Oh, about an hour ago.
You have a positive ID?
Sure do. And she purchased one ticket to Atlantic City, one way.
Is she still there? Is Brandon with her?
She's still at the airport?
I don't know, but the flight's scheduled to depart at 9:30 a.m.
Is the child still with her?
Yeah, but the ticket was for one adult.
I want you to apprehend them immediately.
We contacted Santa Barbara. There's a problem with the warrant.
What problem?
Santa Barbara knows all about this. They've been standing by with a warrant for days.
Some kind of holdup. You'd better talk to him.
I don't have time to talk to him, man. I gotta get there. If you can hold the flight, do it.
Cruz, if the plane is leaving at 9:30, we're...
Hang on, we'll make it.
Oh, did I say something?
Of course not.
Sweetheart, after last night, I thought that...
I know. That was last night.
I don't understand.
I needed you. We needed each other, but
But what, Eden? It was beautiful. I mean, I know you were happy. I know that.
look, I wanted to feel safe. And you make me feel safe, but when I woke up, I needed to be by myself. I can't explain it.
Well, can't you try?
It's like these past few weeks, time has been speeding by without me. It's like things happen, I don't even remember how they've happened. Nothing seems real.
Eden, no matter how crazy things have been, I don't think that you would have married me if you didn't care for me. You're just afraid to trust that right now.
Maybe.
Don't doubt us, Eden. We have everything that it takes. Last night proved that.
Look, don't take this as a rejection. Please, just try to understand.
Well, I'm trying. I just don't want you to run from this.
I'm not running from it. I'm trying to catch my breath.
Don't you think I know why it is that you're scared? You're afraid of what might happen. All your life you've been giving too much, and now you just want to pull back.
I don't know why you stay with me.
I don't really have any choice, Eden. Any pride or ego I had, I just threw out the window the moment I met you. I just want to be with you on any terms.
Even if it means that it's going to be a very long time before I can come to love you.
I don't think it'll be that much longer.
You know what part of it is? It's like this blackmailer, you know? Knowing that he saw me in Daddy's room, that he has the ability to sneak into our house. What's stopping him from coming in here now? What's stopping him from watching us, looking at us, to use against us?
I don't think there's anybody here right now, Eden.
So how does he know when to leave the notes and the threats? What's stopping him? I mean, it scares me, the thought that someone's watching me practically every minute. And that I can't do anything to keep him from doing it.
Look, the first thing we have to do is wait till this guy makes his next move.
There's got to be a way to stop him, because I can't go on living like this. I can't.
I'm going to take care of it, baby. I promise. I won't let anybody hurt you. Ever again.
Flight 726 to Atlantic City is now boarding at Gate 6. All passengers with seats in rows number 13 to 45 are requested to board at this time.
Well, that's me.
Flight 726 to Atlantic City is now boarding at Gate 6. Passengers with seats in rows number 13 to 45 are requested to board at this time.
I really don't understand. Why is she going to Atlantic City and where's Brandon?
Yeah, it's kind of weird that she only bought one ticket. Maybe they got a special deal where kids fly for free or something.
I don't like this. I have a feeling that the reason why she split up with Brandon is to make it harder for us to find them.
Maybe, but in any case, we got to stop Gina first. And if Brandon isn't with her, we'll make her tell us where he is.
Hey, are we going to get to the airport before she gets on that plane? Because it's
Don't tell me what time
about-
it is. I don't want to know.
Who is it?
Mark.
Mark. What do you do? Make yourself at home, Mark.
Well, it isn't a social call, Wendy.
What is that?
I had a lawyer draw it up. I want a divorce. I said I want a divorce.
Fine. Did you think I was going to argue about it?
Oh, I never know what to think from you, Wendy.
No, Mark. Wendy was your wife. I'm Janice now.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You're a lot of things that you didn't used to be now.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
Well, I never thought you'd have nude photos taken.
How dare you stand there and judge me? I take responsibility for myself, Mark. I don't go around asking people to commit perjury to save my neck.
You expected me to give up a career that I spent years building? I didn't want you to go out and lie for me. But it was as much for you as it was for me. It was to build you a better life.
It was not for me. You know I didn't care about being a doctor's wife. If you had to start over, I would have helped you. Instead, you made me stand in that courtroom and cover for you. I could never feel the same about you after that.
I never meant for that woman to die.
You were negligent. You're a doctor and you made a mistake. The only thing to do was to face up to it.
I did everything I could to save her.
It's too late, Mark. And it's too late to try and justify it now. Where do I sign?
Here and here. Read it.
I intend to. I should have done this a long time ago, but I thought you'd fight me over it. That's why I just took off.
So, how long are you going to be in Santa Barbara?
Why should I leave?
Don't you think it's a good idea if we put a little distance between each other?
Then you move.
I can't move. I'm involved at the clinic now. Come on, Wendy, you'd be happy anywhere.
Right. You know so much about what makes me happy.
I'm only suggesting that it may be uncomfortable if we're both in the same town.
Let's get one thing straight. I do not intend to leave Santa Barbara so that you feel comfortable. I know why you want me to leave here. You're afraid I'll tell somebody you made me lie about your malpractice trial. Well, don't worry. I don't want to have anything to do with you. As far as I'm concerned, this marriage never happened.
When did you get so hard, Wendy?
When did you? And it's Janice.
Right. Janice.
Are you sure you'll be okay while I'm gone?
I'll be fine.
Say that again. I'll give you a call as soon as the meeting's over, all right?
Where are you going to be?
I don't know yet. One of the hotels for breakfast. I'll have to call a secretary and find out which one.
Okay.
Anyway, see you later.
Okay.
Morning, Kirk. Leaving so early?
Bye, sweetheart.
Married a month and still the newlyweds. I'm touched.
Touched? Where? In your heart? I don't think you have one, Mason.
How can you say that to the last of one of the great romantics? Why, in my idle hours, I daydream about any number of passionate scenarios. Just last night, for example, I had a fantasy complete with sound effects. Would you like to hear about it?
No.
I was in my bedroom, right next door, and my imagination began to run wild. I could have sworn that I heard provocative noises coming from your bedroom.
You know, it's just sad that you don't have anything better to do with your time.
Bed springs, Eden.
Are you proud of the fact that you have not progressed beyond the age of 12?
Oh, come on, Eden. You don't have to be embarrassed. You're a grown-up married lady. You can do anything you want to in bed. I guess I was just a little surprised that you were pursuing your pleasures with such gusto.
You are vile.
Now, don't think I was eavesdropping. Don't think that. I just couldn't help but hear it. I'll demonstrate if you like. You go into my room, and I'll go in there and bounce up and down on those rumpled sheets. See if... Was it something I said?
Good morning, Eden Mason.
Rosa?
Would you like me to make up your room now?
No, I need a few minutes. I'm going to shower and get dressed.
You can make up mine if you like, Rosa.
I already have, dear. I put clean sheets on your bed. Will you be wanting fresh linens too, dear?
Oh, I think so, Rosa. Don't you, Eden? Today of all days?
Final call for flight 726 to Atlantic City. Now boarding at gate 6. All aboard, please. This is a final call.
You can forget about breaking the bank, Jenny. Your lunch just ran out.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
You're a fugitive, lady. You've been on my 10 most wanted list for a couple of days now.
Where's Brandon? You think I'm gonna tell you? Tell me where he is.
You're gonna tell us, all right? We're gonna find a nice private place now. Talk.
I'm not gonna tell either one of you anything.
We'll see about that.
Wait a minute, you can't just take me away like this. How could you embarrass me like this? Hey, wait a minute. Wow. That's mine. Cruz, that's my money.
As a matter of
That was
fact,
my
it's
last
not.
word.
Gina, it belongs to that nice man now. You heard about possession being 9/10 of the law? Well, fortunately, it doesn't apply to children. So you are going to tell us where Brandon is. Now let's go.
I thought maybe if I tried to write it down for you, for someone who's always understood even when I didn't. So I begin this letter, Dear Cruz. And I picture you listening, understanding me the way no one else ever has. I'm trying to explain how I could be with another man and still be so much in love with you. Part of it is because I've been living in fear for weeks. Fear of discovery, fear that my father would die, fear that I'll never put anything back together that can be called a life. And all along, Kirk has been there. He chases away the nightmares. He tells me it's going to be all right. And he asks for so little. Ever since I married him, I've stayed inside myself, missing you, wishing Kirk were you. But after a while, Cruz, after a while, the loneliness gets so bad that you're afraid you're just going to disappear. If you don't let someone touch you or hold you, you begin to feel like you don't exist. But I couldn't get through this day if I didn't somehow say that I love you, Cruz. In my heart, I still belong to you. Nothing can change that. I wish I could really send this to you, but I know I can't. You don't need to know how I feel. You need to be free to live your life. But I'll never stop loving you.
What they said when you tried to book me.
There's obviously been some misunderstanding, but I'm going to call my captain in Santa Barbara and clear it up right now.
Look, I didn't do anything wrong. I just took my son on vacation. You can't arrest somebody for that.
If this was such an innocent little vacation, then where is he? You were afraid you'd get caught with him. That's why you left him God knows where.
I'll tell you who knows where. Me. And no matter how much you two gang up on me, I'm not going to tell you that.
Yeah, this is Cruz. I want to talk to the captain right now. We'll see. Sir, I'm still in Las Vegas, as a matter of fact, and I was wondering what the hell you told these people. I tried to have my prisoner incarcerated, and they refused. Well, what does the DA have to do with it? Well, I guess I'll have to call him, won't I? I'll call him there then. Thank you.
What's going on?
The DA's meeting with Mason, some ruling about Brandon's custody.
See? Mason's little plan backfired. He tried to take Brandon away from me, and the court didn't buy it. That is what's happening.
Hello?
Is that you?
Cruz, I've been trying to reach you. Where are you?
I'm in Las Vegas. We found Gina, but I'm having trouble getting the local police to cooperate. I called my people, and they said something about the DA.
Yeah, he just left a little while ago. There was a ruling from the judge on the petition, Cruz. Gina still has legal custody of Brandon. We got nothing.
What? Mason, when you drew up that petition, you told me it was a sure thing.
I thought it was, Cruz. I don't see any judge in his right mind could leave the child with Gina. But he did. Brandon's still hers.
I don't believe this.
I wanted to reach her before you tried to arrest her. We didn't want to give her cause to see for
So late.
I was right, wasn't I? You better let me go, Cruz.
Not until you tell us where Brandon is.
Let you get your hands on him again, well, you can forget it. You take these cuffs off me, Cruz, or I'll have you arrested. You have no right.
Is that true, Cruz? Can she just walk out of here without telling us anything?
What are you doing here?
I'd like to see Mary, please.
She's not here.
Well, then, may I use your phone?
There's a payphone a few blocks away. Don't you have a quarter?
You're really not going to let me use your phone?
Oh, all right. It's a local call, isn't it?
Yes.
That for me?
It's addressed to Eden. Listen, before I make a call, are you sure she's not here?
I don't keep the princess locked in a tower. She can come and go as she pleases. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Well, you just don't seem very happy, Doctor. I thought a cheerful bedside manner was de rigueur with you people. Uh-oh. Now you'll have to wait. Hello?
Hi, it's me.
Well, hi, Janice.
I need to see you. Can you come over?
You sound upset. Has something happened?
Yes, lots. I really need to talk.
Why?
I have some business to finish up, but I could get by later, if that's all right.
Fine, just try not to be too long, okay?
Dennis,
You're all right, aren't you? You haven't seen anyone hanging around like before?
No, that's not it. It's something else. I just want to talk.
Well, I'll be there as soon as I can.
Thanks.
Sure. Bye. Okay, the phone's off. Nobody has any patience anymore. No stamp. No address. Little sister have a secret admirer?
Please, no, not until she tells
We
us.
have no legal right to keep her.
After all we've been through, we're just going to pack up and go home.
Look,
Is
I'm
that
not
it?
saying it's right, but as of now, it's the law.
Hey, so who is this judge anyway? How does he have the right to just play with people's lives?
You think you and Mason didn't try to play with mine? You took Brandon away from his mother, plopped him down someplace else at Christmas time, no less.
Brandon was very happy. He was fine.
No, he wasn't. He was just trying to be good. He just didn't want to hurt your feelings. He missed his mother. He missed me. You should have seen the look on his face when I got back together with him.
So where are you going to take him?
Someplace where you'll never see him.
For God's sake, Gina, please. Just keep him in Santa Barbara.
Why? I don't have a home there, and neither does Brandon.
What does he have to say about that?
He trusts me. He knows I'm looking for a new home for us, and that I'm going to do what's best.
You've never done what's best for Brandon.
All right, look, this isn't getting us anywhere. Why don't we forget this whole ridiculous thing ever happened? We can go pick up the boy and we'll all drive back to Santa Barbara together.
Not on your life.
You're a peach. We're done here. I'm gonna get the car, bring it around, and I'll meet you outside.
So what are you going to tell Brandon when he asks about me? Don't you think he's going to wonder why he doesn't hear anything from me? Why there are no letters? No birthday presents? Are you just going to let him think that I don't care?
You don't care about him. Not really. Because if you did, you wouldn't have taken him away from his mother.
Stop saying that!
Leave me alone!
You don't know how to be anyone's mother. All you know is how to use people to get what you want.
You leave me alone. I've been pushed around enough today. You just stay away from me!
They should have just locked you up when they had the chance. You're just a kidnapper, you know that? And I'm not gonna let you take my son away from me.
Let go of me!
I told you it wouldn't take long. What have you been doing since I left?
Oh, nothing, really. I just caught up on some correspondence. How was your meeting?
Oh, uneventful. The breakfast was just as boring. They serve frozen orange juice. Can you believe it? This is California. How can you call yourself a decent hotel unless you serve freshly squeezed orange juice?
What hotel was it?
The, Delacorte.
That's funny. I always found their food to be first rate.
Well, I guess I'm just hopelessly spoiled by the Capwell chain. In fact, why don't we go to the Orient Express for lunch? Tell you the truth, I feel like we have something to celebrate.
Actually, I really don't have time for lunch. You know, I've missed pretty much the morning. I think I'm going to take a swim and then go to the office.
Oh, come on now. You can take one day off from work.
No, I can't. Besides, I feel a lot safer at the office.
Eden, are you keeping something from me? Did you hear from the blackmailer again?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Did you check the mail?
Not yet.
Well, we'd better take a look.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Well, there's nothing here.
Well, maybe we scared him off for another day.
I doubt
I
it.
suppose we'd be so lucky. I mean, he already has $10,000.
Maybe he's not even in for the money.
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. It could be some kind of power trip he's on.
I think I'd feel a lot better if it were just for the money. The other way sounds like we're dealing with a psycho.
Eden, you really would be safer here.
Look, Kirk, I'm not going to be a prisoner in my own home. I'm going to take a swim, and I'm going to go to the office. I'll see you later.
What did Mason do with it? Mason, what do you think you're doing with my wife's mail?
Hey, don't you mess with me! No! Don't! Do it! I'm his mother! Get off me! Get off me! You lost your mind?
Will you tell me? Tell me where he is.
He's at a friend of mine's. He's just a few hours away. He's fine.
Oh, where?
He's close by, okay?
Well, I want to see him. I want to see that he is all right.
Okay. Okay, listen. Listen to me. I'll call him. You can talk to him. You can see that he's fine. You can hear so for yourself.
Then go do it.
Yeah, hello. I'd like to speak to Marcel St. Clair.
Marcel St. Clair?
That's my friend who's taking care of Brandon. Hello. Hi, Marcel. Yeah, look, it's Gina. Is Brandon okay? Good. Yeah, I was wondering if I could just talk to him for a minute. Thank you.
Brandon? Brandon, is that you? It's Santana. Oh, I was so worried about you, honey. Gina didn't tell me that she had taken you on a little vacation. Are you all right? Yes. Yes, that's wonderful. Brandon, where are you?
Oh,
Tell me what...
Come on. Damn it, Gina!
What are you doing?
You said you wanted to talk to him. You said you wanted to hear he was
Gina,
okay. He's okay.
Gina, I was just...
You ready?
Brandon is here. He's here in Las Vegas with a friend of Gina's, and she won't tell me.
Look, I don't have to tell her anything. Just keep her away from me.
Look, hey. I feel bad about this whole thing. Now, isn't there some way we can work something out so you can come on back with us? I mean, you don't really want to start over fresh right now, do you? What are you going to do for money?
I'll get a job.
Oh, I can just imagine.
I have skills.
Oh, we know all about your skills.
I have
Gina.
secretarial skills. I was an executive secretary. I can do that again.
I know, I know you can, but in the meantime, until you can land a job, you're going to have to find a new place to live. You're going to have to get Brandon enrolled in a new school. It's a lot to pull off on a moment's notice.
You're taking him away from everything that he knows, everything that makes him feel secure.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people would agree that it's a little tough on a kid to yank him out of school in the middle of the year, right? Now, Gina, what would it take to get you to agree?
Well, I wouldn't even consider it without something in writing. A promise that no one would ever try to take Brandon away from me again. That was signed by everybody, by Mason, by Lionel, by Sophia, and by you. You are at the top of the list in big block letters. So? You sure stand there and talk a big game, Santana, when you say you want me to take Brandon back to Santa Barbara. But you'd rather have him out on the street than sign a piece of paper saying you won't take him away from me again.
That's not true.
Then prove it. Sign the paper.
And who would draw up this paper?
Have Mason do it. He's the one that orchestrated this whole procedure so I wouldn't get Brandon back. Let him reverse it. Call him.
What do you think?
Call him.
How do you know it's Eden's mail?
I can read. It says her name right on the front.
Well, so it does, but there's no address, no stamp. It's hand-delivered, Kirk.
So?
So aren't you a little concerned? A secret admirer written all over it. If somebody's courting your wife, I should think you'd be a little bit concerned about it. Maybe you should take over here where I left off.
I'm not worried, Mason.
Well, why not? I mean, just because she's married doesn't mean she's immune to the supplications of some lovesick Lothario.
No, wait, hold it, all right? I wrote the letter. I wrote it.
You wrote it and left it mysteriously outside the front door? Why?
I like to surprise Eden with things. You know, a bouquet of flowers when she doesn't expect them, a note to tell her that I love her. Is that so strange?
A note to tell her that you love her.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing. I guess I just never thought of love as being a prime consideration with you and Eden. I always thought of your marriage as more of a corporate alliance.
Well, you thought wrong.
Yeah, apparently so. You know, every day I'm being confronted with new evidence that the honeymoon is anything but over. First, last night, and now this.
Last night?
Yeah, I mentioned these springs to Eden. See? They make quite a racket, don't they? These antique beds are nice to look at, but they do tend to advertise what most people want to keep private.
So you've got your ear glued up to the wall, listening for squeaky springs? You must be really hard up for a cheap thrill, Mason.
Well, no, it's just that it was always so quiet in here before, Kirk. One has to wonder when the nature of your relationship changed so dramatically.
Eden and I have loved each other for a long time.
Oh, come on, Kirk. I was here the day you two got married. She came in looking like she'd been taken to slaughter or something. She still looks that way half the time. Wasn't that way when Cruz was around, I can tell you.
Okay, you can shut up anytime.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't think you're a worthy substitute. I just wonder why Eden doesn't.
Eden married me, and not Cruz. And we love each other very much.
Just trying to do you a favor.
A favor.
Yeah, I thought the note came from Cruz, sort of a come home, all is forgiven letter. I thought by intercepting it, I could spare you the pain of seeing how quickly she'd run back to him.
You're trespassing, Mason. This is my room, Eden's, and mine. And I want you to get out and never come back. You got that?
Don't forget to oil those springs. The rest of us would like to get some sleep.
Hi. I looked for you out at the pool.
I just did a few laps.
So you decided to take a nice warm bath instead, huh? How about me jumping in and joining you?
No, I think we'd start a flood. Besides, I have to get to the office.
Well, now that means you're gonna have to put clothes on, and I can't let you do that.
Kirk, I mean it.
Well, I can see that.
Thought you said you understood.
What do you expect me to do? Wait for you to make the first move?
Why not?
Is that really what you want, sweetheart?
Why not? Doesn't that fit your idea of me?
No, it's not that.
Well, I think it is. I think you see me a certain way, a way that really isn't me.
What's that way?
Scared, defenseless, dependent. I mean, I wasn't that way when you met me, was I?
Hardly.
Well, I think I want to get back to being that way. I think I want to get back to being the way that I was. I'm scared of running around feeling like I'm out of control with my world and I'm frightened. It was like I was talking about this man who's leaving these threats. I'm tired of hiding. I want to do something.
And you really feel that you're ready?
Yes. Why, you don't want me to be strong?
Oh, sweet. Now, what kind of question is that?
I just hate to think you liked some watered-down version of me.
Not at all.
Well, I thought you said you had a plan on how to catch this guy.
Well, I do, and I'll tell you about it, but not now.
You know, I have a few ideas myself on how to catch this guy. I really do.
Well, that's fine. I'm anxious to hear about them.
Oh, Kirk, I want to get dressed now. Could you pass me the towel?
All right. No.
Thank you. Oh my God! Kirk! It was in the room. It was in the room. It was right here in our room, Kirk, in our room!
Well, I'm going to go downstairs and question everyone in the house. I don't know how somebody could have gotten here without...
No, don't go. Just a minute. It was in our room.
Sweetheart, it's going to be all right. The note was right here in this drawer. Oh, Lord. They've all been cut.
What are we going to do?
Sweetheart, just what we said we're going to do. We're going to find this guy tonight.
If I draw up these new papers, Gina, will you swear that you won't take him away again?
If you drop the papers, Mason, I'll tell you what I will do. I'm going to take them to another lawyer to make sure there aren't any loopholes in them. I don't trust you.
I promise there won't be any loopholes as long as you get Brandon back here safe and sound.
I'll bring him back to Santa Barbara, but not necessarily to that house. I hate that house and everybody in it.
Yeah, we've missed you too.
Well, maybe I should just find a new place to live in Santa Barbara. Why should I keep hanging around that mausoleum waiting for CC to die?
Oh, there's news on that front too, Gina. You missed all the excitement.
What?
Dad may be getting better. Doctors
have picked up any number of encouraging signs, so maybe you should find a new place before he wakes up and kicks you out.
Yeah, we'll see who gets kicked out. We don't even know what he'll remember yet.
There'll be plenty of people to remind him if he's forgotten. Not that I want to scare you off, Gina.
Nobody scares me off. I'm coming back to Santa Barbara. Just get the papers ready, Mason. All right, I'm ready. Santa Barbara, here I come.
First, we pick up Brandon.
No, Santana. First, you sign those papers, and nobody sees Brandon until then. You can take it or leave it.
Don't move.
An hour from now, here on Sky One, DJ Cat takes centre stage. And before that, at 3:15, it's the new Leave It to Beaver. Coming up next, though, this Wednesday afternoon, our daily appointment with Maud. Don't go away.